What are the studio's plans when it comes to the fourth Kingsman movie in the franchise? What's the director saying about all of this? And stay tuned till the end, because we've got a sweet surprise that will make this franchise so much better. Don't swipe or click away, because here is Kingsman 4 First Look.
For you.
With the third movie in the Kingsman franchise setting to appear in December of 2021, we wanted to know what are the director, the actors, and the studio thinking about the fourth movie in the franchise. When we were writing it, we were thinking about Kingsman 3 too. This is the bridge, if we can pull it off and get to make another one. This is what Vaughn and the head co-writer Jane Goldman have been talking about while preparing for Kingsman: The Golden Circle. And what we're referring to as the fourth movie is actually going to be the third movie in the franchise. The Kingsman, which is coming out in 2021, is a spin-off, so you can't really count it in the original franchise. Now, if we look at the Golden Circle from 2017 as the second and the Blue Blood as the third movie, then we should mention that the director intends on making additional Golden Circle movies in the future. However, they're going to continue making them only if the third installment of this movie is good enough. Why? Well, it's because the director really wants to make sure not to become a statistic. In other words, he is super conscious about the fact that sequels only serve as the breeding ground for making horrible movies. Aware of this reality, he doesn't want to make a long and boring movie with lots of senseless scenes. So if the Blue Blood, the third movie in the franchise, is well received, then there's a possibility that they'll make others like it. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Before we talk about why fans are nervous about the upcoming third movie, don't forget to smash that like button. It keeps the almighty YouTube algorithm happy, and you keep getting these videos for free. In other news, the prequel made fans excited and a little nervous for the studio's upcoming movie. The reason everyone is excited about the new movie is that they're finally going to reveal the entire backstory of the Kingsman organization, where it started, how it started, who were the first Kingsmen, etc. This means that the show will be diving back into the 1900s, and it's going to be talking about some old and posh British detectives. And when we heard that the movie will include ultra-famous actors like Ralph Fiennes, who played Voldemort in the Harry Potter franchise, we got even more excited, since he hasn't had a leading role in a movie for quite some time, the last one being the Grand Budapest Hotel. We think that he is going to be hungry to make this work. We're also going to see how Eggsy's father carried himself in missions, which is just another added bonus. And the addition of historical characters like Rasputin, George V, Willem II, and Nicholas II are going to make this show even more exciting to watch. It seems like Rasputin is going to be the major villain of the franchise, and the Kingsmen will be the ones who take him down, not the British intelligence. All in all, when you mix historical characters, spies, high-tech gadgets, and humor, you've got a winning combo. All of that being said, we can't forget the fact that this third movie doesn't differ all that much from the other two that came before it. And because this movie will be talking about the origin of the King's Man, the original cast is not going to be in the show. This is dangerous for the franchise because they can't know if the fans will connect with the old staff or not. So at this point, it's just a guessing game about how the movie will be received. And as all of this wasn't bad enough, The King's Man just gives the whole franchise an aimless direction. Remember how we talked about the fourth movie being the third because the third is just a spin-off? Yeah, we don't blame you for having trouble understanding it. And this is exactly why we think that the franchise will have a lot of problems with viewers, since it doesn't follow a straight line for its franchise. A special star might be making an appearance in the new movie. While talking to The Hollywood Reporter, Taron Egerton was asked who he would like to see appear as the villain in the upcoming movie. And as he said, that he would like to work side by side with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But seeing how Vaughn described the villain of the movie, Egerton has stated that Dwayne Johnson doesn't fit that role one bit. Even though he would like to work with his favorite actor on the set, he still thinks that the villain role wouldn't suit Johnson. And we think he might be right about this, because Egerton sort of predicted that he would get the role when he said, "There were people that were every bit as good of an actor, some that are better, and plenty that are more famous than me. but I felt like I was the person to play this role. And that actually came out to be true. The filmmaker has stated that Colin Firth and Taron Egerton will be starring in the fourth movie of Kingsman the franchise, and other actors such as Channing Tatum, Jeff Bridges, and Halle Berry would all be reprising their roles in this movie. Okay, now this franchise just got a buttload sweeter. The movie will serve as an ending to the Harry Hart-Eggsy relationship, and they said that the new movie will be filmed back-to-back with the prequel. And since the production was supposed to begin in either 2019 or 2020, we know why this plan fell through. Nobody could have predicted this situation with the virus, and that's why they couldn't follow the schedule they intended. So now we're left with a show that's going to be a little postponed. But Screen Rant and the news magazine Empire have already stated that the movie will be titled Kingsman: The Blue Blood. The fifth movie is also in the works. The title that's being thrown around is Statesman, and this is not all that has been announced for the franchise. That's right, there's even going to be a fifth installment of the Kingsman, since the 2021 movie could be considered a success. In fact, the director of the Kingsman franchise, Matthew Vaughn, said that they planned a new movie in the franchise. This statement was made back in 2017, just as Kingsman: The Golden Circle was coming out. The name of the fifth edition to the franchise is going to be Statesman, and it's said to be inspired by the American Secret Organization, which is similar to the one in the United Kingdom. The director said that the show was in its early stages of development. The director has even added that the Statesman will be to Americana exactly what the Kingsman is to Britannia. And to make the characters for the fifth and upcoming movie, Vaughn drew inspiration from those old, iconic male actors that have been the stars of movies in the past. Names like James Coburn, Burt Reynolds, and Steve McQueen. All of these will serve as inspiration for the upcoming movie, just like David Niven served as inspiration for the Kingsman. This is different from what most people think, as they assume Vaughn was inspired by Bond to write this movie. And the news became official when Matthew Vaughn announced his new film studio. During the announcement, he told everyone about the projects the new film studio is going to be undertaking, and one of those projects was Statesman. And still, the same problem continues to appear. The franchise keeps branching out, and it's becoming more and more difficult to follow all of the changes.
Are we going to stand around here all day, or are we going to...
On a related note, do you think Kingsman: Blue Blood or Statesman will be a greater hit in the coming years? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.